Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock. Really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So San Diego State's offense will go to work first, and they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Texas Longhorns offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
It'll be third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it smothers. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Touchdown Longhorns! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off-play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Running inside, it's Sutton. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. First down and 5 after the penalty. Leaves it with the back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The Aztecs with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Myers on the move. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback
has it, and he will score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Going downfield for the big play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Aztecs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Maybe some room here. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Aztecs have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, San Diego State. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards and stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Arch Madness. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Third down from the gun, Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The play action fake. Got a man. It's busted. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Aztecs have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sutton. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. The run inside, it's Sutton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aztecs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Going to ride this running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for room. It's Sutton. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quick. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the... There he goes to the right. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making adjustments. Running inside. It's Brown. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put in play from the 27, first down. They'll go to the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, Manning. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Now on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Aztecs in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires into the end zone. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They're going to run it. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Arch is going to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Baylor taking on the number 16, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Cougars in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
And the Aztecs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give, running right, Brown. Could be an alley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got the quick pass. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to move the chains on 4th down, and it sets him up with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get.
And here comes the heat and they get home and they get him at the 21. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Line getting set on second down. Handoff for Brown. Across the 25. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Texas! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back. He told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Howie will see how they adjust. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We'll stop play for just a second to check on this injured Aztec. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Flips it out in the flat. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the middle. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
There's a crease. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying the left side. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Motion from the wideout. Right back to him on the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Manning from the gun on third down. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Manning. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age when there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The Aztecs can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sheffield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives to him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. And you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And it's a sack. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They get to him as he throws. Working the middle. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down mark. The give as they work on that clock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A give to Brown. He's inside the 10. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Flips it out to the back. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver up.
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Throwing Manning. Unloads it left. Complete left side, Coleman.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is over.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Washington.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The Aztecs call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. The Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They'll give it to Washington. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. He wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. A long way to go for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good...
Going over the top. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like these are positive signs from a group that needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Manning. Hit as he throws. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.